America woke up to a different kind of shockwave. Brian Thompson, CEO of United Healthcare, was dead, assassinated. The news reverberated, a morbid symphony of disbelief and unease. But beneath the surface, another emotion flickered, a chilling lack of surprise. Thompson's death, as tragic and brutal as it was, ripped the band-aid off a festering wound, the deeply ingrained violence within our healthcare system. Thompson, to many, wasn't just a CEO. He was a symbol of a system that had lost its way, a system that put profits before people, often with deadly consequences. His assassination, while universally condemned, became a morbid Rorschach test, revealing the deep fissures and simmering rage in a nation grappling with healthcare injustice. The question wasn't just who killed Brian Thompson, it was what killed him. Was it the bullet, or was it something far more insidious? A system he himself helped create. We like our violence simple. A punch, a gunshot, a bomb blast, clean, understandable, easy to condemn. But the truth is far messier. Violence wears many masks, some more subtle, yet no less brutal in their impact. There's the violence of poverty, grinding and relentless, robbing families of dignity and hope. The violence of discrimination, where opportunity is a privilege, not a right. And the violence of silence, where injustice festers, unchallenged and ignored. These forms of violence don't make headlines, but they leave scars. Scars on families, on communities, on the very soul of a nation. They are the slow poison, the drip, 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 eroding the foundations of a just and equitable society. The powerful love to condemn violence. It's a tale as old as time. They clutch their pearls, pen strongly worded letters and deliver somber speeches. But their outrage rings hollow. Why? Because these same voices are often the architects of a far more insidious violence. They wage wars in distant lands, their bombs indifferent to the innocent lives they extinguish. They build economies that thrive on exploitation, turning a blind eye to the suffering of the marginalized. They craft policies that prioritize profit over people, leaving millions trapped in a cycle of poverty and despair. This is the hypocrisy of power, condemning the very violence they perpetuate, all while their hands remain stained with the blood of the innocent. They are the arsonists disguised as firefighters, offering condolences for the very inferno they ignited. Let's talk about United Healthcare, a healthcare giant raking in billions. But behind the sleek corporate facade lies a darker truth, a truth etched in the lives of countless Americans, a truth of denied claims, of life-saving treatments withheld, all in the name of profit. Under Thompson's reign, United Healthcare perfected the art of corporate violence. Their weapon of choice, the algorithm, a cold, calculating tool that determined who deserved care and who didn't. Humanity be damned. The numbers are damning, sky-high denial rates. Patients left bankrupt, desperate, and all too often dead. These weren't just statistics, they were human beings, denied their basic right to healthcare. Section 5, when healthcare kills, the human cost of denied claims. The true cost of United Healthcare's practices can't be measured in dollars and cents. It's measured in the lives shattered, the families torn apart, and the futures stolen. We've all heard the stories. The single mother denied chemotherapy, left to die while her children watched. The diabetic forced to ration insulin, his life hanging precariously in the balance. These aren't anecdotes, they are indictments. Each denied claim, each ignored plea for help is a testament to a system that has lost its way. A system where profits trump people and where the pursuit of wealth justifies the most inhumane of consequences. Section 6. A life for a life. The public's chilling response. The public's reaction to Thompson's death was telling. Yes, there was condemnation, but there was something else, something unsettling. A chilling lack of sympathy. Some even dared to celebrate. a morbid sense of justice perhaps, a life for a life. It's a dangerous road to travel, but one that's understandable when you consider the suffering inflicted by companies like United Healthcare. This isn't to condone violence, but to understand it. When people feel powerless, when they see their loved ones suffer and die because of corporate greed, is it any wonder that some might see violence as the only language the powerful understand? Section 7. Media's distortion, glorifying the powerful, demonizing the voiceless. The media, as always, played its part. Thompson was eulogized as a visionary leader, a titan of industry, his flaws airbrushed, minimized, swept under the rug. Meanwhile, those who dared to question the system, who pointed out the human cost of United Healthcare's practices, were dismissed as radicals, troublemakers, or worse. This is the media's double standard, lionizing the powerful, demonizing the dissenters. It's a dangerous game, one that perpetuates the very inequalities it purports to expose. Section 8. The language of power, violence in its many forms. Violence isn't just about guns and bombs. It's about power, who has it, who wields it, and who suffers because of it. It's about a system that allows corporations to prioritize profit over human lives. A system that denies healthcare as readily as it dispenses tax breaks to the wealthy. A system where the pursuit of power justifies the most egregious forms of injustice. This is the violence we need to talk about. The violence that's woven into the very fabric of our society. The violence that's easy to ignore until it's staring us in the face, demanding to be seen.
Breaking news.
Section 9. Breaking the cycle towards a just and equitable future. Brian Thompson's death is a tragedy, but it's also a wake-up call. We can't keep ignoring the violence that's all around us in all its forms. We need to dismantle the systems that perpetuate inequality. We need to hold the powerful accountable for their actions, and we need to build a world where healthcare is a right, not a privilege. The path forward won't be easy, but it's a path we must take. For the sake of our children, for the sake of our future, and for the sake of our very humanity.